Upon filing a suspicious transaction report, which of the following elements should be highest anti-money laundering priority in making the decision to keep the account open? There are 4 options. You have to select one. Option A, financial impact on the institution if the account is closed. Option B, procedures to ascertain the potential risk to the organization. Option C, additional administrative cost of monitoring the account. Option D, total number of accounts institution closed in the last month. You have to select one out of these 4 options. You may pause your video and we'll see the answer on the next screen. Option B is correct, which is procedures to ascertain the potential risks to the organization. Let's see why A, C, and D are wrong. A is wrong because the financial impact of closing the account should never be the main driver of the AML decisions. If keeping a high-risk account open is justified by how much revenue it generates, that's exactly the kind of thinking that gets institutions into serious regulatory trouble. Money cannot be the reason you keep a suspicious customer around. Okay. Option C is wrong. Administrative cost of monitoring are practical consideration. However, they have no place at the top of the priority list. When you are making an AML decision after filing an STR, letting the cost efficiency influence whether you keep a suspicious account open is the wrong framework entirely. Option D is also wrong. You see how many accounts the institution closed last month has absolutely nothing to do with the decision about this specific account. Each case stands on its own facts. Using a count of past closures as a factor in a risk decision makes no sense from the compliance perspective. Now let's come back to option number B, which is correct. So when you have just filed an STR on a customer, the first question that needs to be answered is how much risk does this keeping this account open actually pose to the institution? That's not the financial question, it's the risk questions. You need to go through the procedures, assess the level of suspicion, look at the nature of the activity, consider whether continuing the relationship could expose the institution to further harm, and then make a decision based on that assessment. The STR filing is the trigger. The risk assessment is what tells you what to do next. Everything else is secondary to understand what risk first.